Welcome back everybody, Mayhem here, and as you can probably tell by the title, this is 5 tips for beginner snipers. Now there are people out there I know that are absolutely mustard at sniping, and this is not designed for you. This is designed for people that are just getting into sniping or have been running assault the entire time and see people running around and doing really well with a sniper rifle and would like to have a better understanding of where to go and how to do it. So video is completely engineered around bare bones beginning sniping. You've never done it really before, you don't understand the mechanics, and this is what this video is about. If you like the video, please like it. If you want to subscribe, that really helps the channel out, and I'm really grateful and appreciative for anybody that does, and so thank you in advance. If you did, then great. If you are gonna, fantastic, and if you don't want to, well then that's fantastic too. So tip number 1, let's get swiftly straight into it. I don't want to bore you to tears. So tip number 1 is make sure that your settings on your Xbox are right, and by that I mean go into the settings menu, play around with the settings, get the focal view correct on your screen. You'll see this under the settings menu on the game itself, under controls. It will show you some different characteristics of things you can move and play around with the screen. You have to get this right in order for you to get the best experience when you're playing the game mode, and this is a primary factor. Look on YouTube, there are other videos about how to set this up properly. If you want me to make one, then I will. But there's plenty of information out there about how to go about setting this up. But key to sniping is making sure that these settings are in line with what it is you're trying to do. So on to number 2, class selection. So you need to choose the gun, you need to choose your sidearm. Believe you me, you are going to need a pistol to back up your sniper rifle kills. You're not going to get all your sniper rifle kills with your main gun. You are going to need to whip that pistol out and finish them off if you happen to wing them or whatever. So you need to go in there, find a gun that you like. Don't pick the guns that everybody else are running. Pick a gun that suits you. So find a gun. I would start, on me personally, I like to run the carbine versions of the guns. I think it's a great way to actually learn sniping, so I'd suggest picking up one of those. Or I'd run the Gewehr 95 a lot, although I'd stretch to think that maybe that's a little bit, it's a 2-shot kill gun, and it's kind of tricky to get your head around when you first start with it, although it's very rewarding when you nail it, and it's very easy to use. I would suggest starting with the smle. I would start with a bare bones gun. Don't put an optic on it, don't try and confuse the situation, just start with a bare bones gun and take it from there and see where you go. So that's tip number 2. Tip number 3 is feel out your gun. So you need to, once you've picked your gun and you've set your class up and you've got the right sidearm and the right pistol, and you want to choose a pistol that is drawn very quickly when you switch out from your rifle to your pistol, you need to make sure that switch out time is super fast. So you can choose the Mars by all means and things like that, but you'll find the draw out speed is very slow. So pick a pistol that comes out really quick. Me personally, I like the Fromastop and I like the Bodeo. The only drawback with the Bodeo is the Bodeo has an extraordinarily painfully long reload time. So you're going to need to, if you do kill somebody with it, you're going to need to position yourself in such a manner that you can reload without the guy coming around the corner and blasting you straight in the face. So make sure you get that down. Now play a couple of games with your gun of choice. Give it a couple of games. See how it feels. Just get the weight of the gun in the game, and you understand what I mean by that. Each gun has a different feel to it, the way it moves. It's kind of stiffness on the screen, kind of like akin to weight. So get a feel for that. Play a couple of games, see how it feels. If it doesn't feel right and it doesn't fit you, it's like wearing a pair of shoes that you don't like. If they're scrunching your toes up, then buy another pair of shoes. The gun's the same. There's plenty of guns and plenty of rifles out there to choose from. Find something that fits you. Very important. You have to be comfortable with the sniper rifle that you're using. So tip number 4, learning to keep your crosshairs in the center of the screen. Can't stress this enough, guys. If you do not have your crosshairs in the center of your screen, you're not going to hit a damn thing. And if you do, you're going to be sitting in the back of the map, and nobody likes sniping like that. I prefer a more aggressive style when it comes to sniping, and these are tips more related around how to get in there in the action, jump on the points, get the flags, get the points, and jump in there and get involved and really get a handle on it. But keep those crosshairs in the center of your television. If you go down a flight of stairs, keep your gun crosshairs in the center of the screen. It's the most basic tip I can possibly ever give out there. I know this one is drilled. People have been out there talking about this in the past 1,000 times over. But get out there, keep your crosshairs in the center of the screen, and change the color of the crosshairs to something that is always visible on the screen. So don't choose a colour that's white. You'll lose it in the clouds. You'll lose it against white backgrounds. Don't choose black. There's a lot of black in the game, and again, you'll get it lost. Choose an odd colour. Choose something like purple or really, really vivid green. Something like that. Something that you can see all the time. And so keep those in there so that you're focused on that. And again, go and play a couple of games and just practice keeping the crosshairs in the centre of the screen. Believe you me, it's a skill that takes a little bit of time to learn to get it dialed in absolutely on point and to make it muscle memory. So you're going to need a handful of games, maybe a few more, just to stop yourself from looking at the sky and looking at the ground. But when you're running around, make sure that the crosshairs are in the center of the screen. If you're coming around a corner, don't run around a corner. Keep the crosshairs in the center of the screen. Keep your gun up. Gives you the best opportunity you're possibly going to have to drill the guy around the corner. You're going to see a kill in the gameplay where that's exactly the case. I went running around the corner, didn't have my gun up, had to switch, missed him on the hip shot, and had to finish it up with the Bordeo. And thank God I had the Bordeo, because that thing is an absolute powerhouse. Give that a go. There's another tip right there. That's a freebie. Tip number 5. Use as much cover as you possibly can. So when you're moving on to the objectives, when you're moving from objective to other objective, look where the enemies come from. By this point, if you've played the game enough, you'll understand what direction they're potentially going to run. There's high traffic routes and there's low traffic routes. So pick out the route that is the less traffic and try and manipulate and use the cover that has been put into the game to the best advantage, and giving you the best opportunity should somebody arise to give you A, somewhere to dive behind, or B, to pop out from and nail him in the face and give yourself a chance of escape if you happen to run into the entire enemy team, and that does happen. So that's the fifth and final tip. Learn your way around the map. Don't go running onto the flag thinking you're a superhero. You're going to get dead, and if you do get on the flag first, that's great. Get off the flag, sit back, point yourself in the direction of where the enemy are potentially coming from. Wait for the rest of the team to jump on the flag with you. Sometimes you may be able to cap them on your own if the enemy team are not paying attention. Highly, highly doubtful. So wait for your team. Be observant and just try and keep a good idea on your mini-map of where people are and what the hell is going on, and you'll have a much better experience. Again, if you like these tips, they are basic beginner tips. There's nothing really special in here. But if you like the tips and you enjoy the commentary and all that fun stuff, then check out my live stream. I am live streaming all the time. I'll be live streaming on Saturday. Going to try and go for a handful of hours there and see what happens. If you like the channel, like what you're seeing, please like, please subscribe. Please come check out the channel. This is not the only video. There's plenty of other interesting stuff on there that I find fascinating because I made it. By all means, come out, check it out. Really appreciate it. And until next time, this is Mayhem. Ta-ta.
Who's got ammo? How's it going? We have taken objective Charlie. We have taken objective apples. Spotted sailor!
Go get him, boy!
It's an enemy medic! Spotted a scout! We have taken objective Duff.
Eyes on a damn shock trooper!
We have taken objective Edward.
Take him out! Enemy!
We are losing. We have lost objective Butter.
Lost the objective! Follow me! There! Emma! That got their attention!
We have taken objective Charlie.
Set up a shock trooper! Spotted a shock trooper! One of theirs!
We are losing objective Charlie.